Hello, 7th graders. We're going to take notes on Chapter 9, Section 7, and Section 8. So we're going to be talking about trig here. Trigonometric ratios is what we're going to be talking about a lot. So what that is a ratio of the lengths of two sides of a right triangle. So our basic trig ratios are tangent, cosine, and sine. So, for example, our tangent, if we have a right triangle, you can see here, wherever the right angle is, your two legs are your sides, and then your hypotenuse is always opposite of the right triangle, of the right angle. So, you can see in this section, if you were looking for angle A, that segment BC is opposite, so that's the side opposite of angle A. And you can see that segment CA is your side adjacent to angle A. So tangent is the tangent of an acute angle of a right triangle is the ratio of the length of the side opposite to the length of the side adjacent to the angle. So you can see here your tangent of angle A is your side opposite A, which is A, over your side adjacent to angle A, which is B. So I have T equals O over A, TOA, and that'll come in later when you see. Here's an example. So for triangle TUV, find the tangent of angle T. So you find angle T, and you figure out what is the opposite of angle T, and you can see here segment VU is opposite, which has a length of 30, and then my angle adjacent, and again, that's your other leg, which is segment TU, and that's 16, and reduce it, and you get 15/8. So, the sine ratio. The sine of an acute angle of a right triangle is the ratio of the length of the side opposite the angle to the length of the hypotenuse. So again, you find your right angle, and you know that the segment across from your right angle is your hypotenuse, C in this case. And then, so if we have here, so our sine of angle A, so if we're using angle A right here, we know that the opposite is segment BC, or A in this case, and then our hypotenuse, which is C. So you can see A over C. So our sine is S over H. So, and then the cosine ratio. The cosine of an acute angle of a right triangle is the ratio of the length of the angle's adjacent side to the length of the hypotenuse. So again, find your right triangle, you know across that is a hypotenuse, and then your two legs. So if you're doing angle A, the side adjacent is segment AC, which is B in this case, and then your hypotenuse, which is C. So cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, K. So for example, here's our triangle, and they say for triangle KLM, find the sine and cosine of angle M. So I see my right triangles here, so I know that 30 or LM is my hypotenuse, and then I have my two legs. Find angle M. My sine, so is opposite, so my angle M, the opposite is 18 over hypotenuse is 30, which reduces to 3/5, and my cosine, is adjacent, so here's my angle M, my adjacent sine is 25, and hypotenuse is 30, and reduces to 4/5. So, the way that I always remember it is SOHCAHTOA. So, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, K is cosine, equals adjacent over hypotenuse, and TOA is tangent, equals opposite over adjacent. Now we will do word problems and more examples in class tomorrow, but bring these notes in for credit for your homework. Have a great evening.